prison cell block orderly looks me in my eyes and said, "You better not eat your food because I'm going to spit in it." What? This is the story. So I was in the hole for a fight that I got into, and I was waiting to go to kangaroo court. Sometimes that can drag out a long time. Eventually, when I went to kangaroo court for the fight, I got like 2 weeks of solitary confinement and pushed back further from the level I was on the working cell block about hitting the main compound to having to start all over in the working cell block to work your way back through the working cell block to go on the main compound. But I was back there for a fight, and it was a single cell. In WCI, all the cells were single cell. And I was in my cell, and eventually, when the prison gets too chaotic, they start double bunking inside the single man cells. And what I mean by that is they don't add an extra bed. It's a single bed. It's not like bunks. It's just one bed. They just throw a mattress in there. And so basically you got the bunk and the mattress. There ain't nowhere to walk because there's only enough room for one bunk. And then there's the floor and then there's the toilet. So basically the person on the mattress is in the way of the toilet. So the only way to use the toilet is during the time, during the day, whenever the mattress rolled up and you're just kind of sitting, passing the time, waiting for the next meal. That's all you do in isolation. You wait for breakfast, you wait for lunch, you wait for dinner, you wait for mail call, stuff like that. Pill call, because they'll come around, see if you're okay. The nurse got to, make her rounds. And some dudes just lusting after the nurse. But some people really just waiting to get their aspirin or whatever kind of medications they on. So there's different ways to break up the monotony. Shower time. It's locked down 23-1. So 23 hours a day you lock down. You get an hour for shower and rec. And so usually for rec, you really won't get a chance to go outside except every rare occasion. But usually they'll walk you to the bullpen and you get shackled, go in the bullpen. Actually, if I remember right, in WCI, they were keeping you handcuffed while you were in the bullpen. They wasn't unhandcuffing you, so you couldn't get your really work on like you wanted to. In southern prisons, they go by different rules. There ain't no liberal watchdogs down here that's getting nothing done like in other states. In the South, you're going to catch your cut and get your issue. You're going to get hard labor, no air conditioning, and field work. That's just the way it is. So you get that 1 hour, you can walk up and down the cell block. You get to chop it up with your people. Maybe you can play a game of chess because people make fake chess and checkerboards out of cardboard and paper. Do something like that. Just talk. Sometimes you know people back there from the street, so you catch it up. You just talk, chit chat, whatever. But anyway, it got completely full in the cell block, in isolation, and what other states would call a shoot. It's basically lockdown. So when you're in lockdown, and they put this dude in the cell with me. And he was from New Orleans, a little white dude. I don't know him from the street. So if I didn't know he was around my age, and if I don't know him from the street, that don't really mean nothing per se, but I never heard of him. So he really wasn't running with nobody that I knew. He wasn't doing no capers, no putting in no work on the street because he wasn't running with nobody I knew. That don't, like I said, that don't mean nothing. But usually if he was my age from around my area, I was probably semi-familiar with you or heard about you. Anyway, he was in there for like burglaries. And so they put him in my cell. He got caught with contraband, drugs, I don't remember. But they had this dude, a black dude from New Orleans. He was a tall dude, and they call him Slim, little yellow dude. And he was tall, skinny, and he was, trying to mess with the dude. He was trying to make, he was trying to make him a boy. He was trying to punk him out. And so he was, and they put the dude in the cell with me. So Slim didn't like that they put the dude in the cell with me. Now, I don't mess with no punks. I wasn't doing none of that. This is my first jokes too. And so I'm like 19, 20 years old, and I'm already fighting. I had issues where dudes were trying to play me. So I'm fist fighting all the time. That's why I'm in the working cell block. That's why I'm back here for like my third or fourth fight at this particular time. And so they put the dude in the cell with me because it's overcrowded. So we in the cell, we get to talk and everything. And Slim comes walking around, and Slim's like, "Oh, you got that boy in that cell with you, huh? That boy's for me." And I'm like, "Man, what you talking about, bro?" And he's like, "Man, that boy's for me." And the dude's like, "Man, what you mean, Slim, man? Me, we know you cool." And so I tell the dude, when Slim walks away, I said, "Man, why are you laughing and kiki and ha-haing with this dude? Can't you see that this dude is assuming that you his punk?" Like I said, I'm already in there for fighting punks like Slim, chumps. I'm already in there for fighting dudes like that. And so I'm telling the little dude, I don't remember his name. I'm telling him, man, that dude's trying to punk you out. He's trying to make you into a boy. He's trying to make you to a prison punk, a homosexual. And so he's trying to turn you out. And so the dude's like, really? I said, man, he's not joking with you. He's not playing. He's serious. And so I said, man, don't laugh and joke with that dude. And so when Slim came back around, because he was the cell block orderly, he came back around. He does the mopping and the sweeping and the making, picking up the trays and all that. And so when he came to do that, he went to laugh and joke with the little dude again. And this time the little dude told him, says, hey, Slim, I don't laugh and joke with you like that. And Slim said, oh, it's like that now, huh? And he looked at me and said, oh, you've been getting in his head, huh? I just looked at him like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, yeah, I know. You've been getting in his head. He said, I tell you what, neither one of y'all better eat your food. I'm going to spit in it. Don't eat your food. And so I'm like, man, now I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of tingling inside. I'm like, what do I do? Do I try to sneak them? Because that's something I tried to do. I tried to sneak people through the cells, because in WCI, you got the bars, so you can kind of push through them and you kind of swing. And so, or you grab them or you toss your pee on them or, you crap them down, something like that. So I thought I was going to do that, but I'm like, man, I don't really want to do that, man. If I can't physically fight with him, it's just he's going to try to drive me anyway. He's going to go far. It's going to get into a bar fight. They call it a bar fight behind prison bars. So I don't really want to get in a bar fight with the dude because it ain't going to really accomplish nothing. Because dudes bar fight back and forth all day long, arguing back and forth. Cell number 2 might be arguing with cell number 13. You know what I mean? They back and forth arguing all day long, blah, 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 through the vents, through the thing, And so, or trying to drive each other. That's what they do. So now the little dude don't want to play with him. So Slim comes around with the food trays, and he got the food trays, and he puts them through our slot, and he puts them through, and I just left mine there. So the little dude sitting down, he goes to eating his food. I said, you gonna eat that? He looked at me and said, huh? I said, man, that dude probably, I don't know what he did. He probably masturbated in our food or spit in it. He said, huh? I said, man, don't eat that, man. And so he's looking at me. He's like, yeah, don't eat. I said, don't eat that. Anyway, so we put the food back up. The only thing we ate was like they had the milk in the carton. Or if it was an orange, we ate that. But anything like that, like the regular food that was on the tray, we didn't eat that food. And so he put it back. So Slim comes around and Slim grabs the food. He looks, he said, oh yeah. He said, I thought y'all get y'all mind right. I thought you'd get your mind right. And he looked at the little dude. He said, don't be listening to that dude. He said, you mind? Yeah, man. The dude's like, man, I don't play with you like that. And Slim's like, okay, we're going to see. Don't be eating that food. And so anyway, it happened for like a day and a half, and Slim paid the food I didn't eat. Like I said, I ate the oranges or I ate the milk or whatever. Eventually they moved the little dude out of my cell. So let me tell you a story. So now, and eventually, I don't know what happened. Slim got moved from the orderly. So I was cool with other orderlies who came in. And so I would just eat when they were on a shift instead of Slim. And so eventually I didn't even see Slim no more. Like I said, they moved the little dude out. My thing. He went back down the walk. So now I'm on the street. I get out on this Joe. So this is years later. It's like about 3 years later. I'm on the street and I got a flat tire and I go to this gas station and I'm at the gas station. And I see this dude and he's looking at me. And let me tell you something about Slim. I never liked Slim anyway. He was one of them punks who walked around like he was always looking to try to play some kind of white dude. And I never knew him outside of being in the hole and him being an orderly, because I was never down to walk in the dorm with him. I left this prison from being in the working cell block, being in the hole. So I never did hit the compound with this dude, because we probably would have gotten in a fight. So anyway, I run into the little white dude at the gas station. He's like, what's up, Milk? And that's what they call me, Milk. Nobody calls me that now. I prefer, I've changed my life and everything. But anyway, so he's like, what's happening, Milk? And so we get to talking and everything. And so after we talk and catch up, I say, how you doing? How you doing? I said, man, I got a flat tire, man. I'm aggravated right now. He said, man, I'm sorry to hear that. He said, man, guess who I just talked to? I said, who you talked to? He said, man, I just talked to Slim. We about to meet up. I looked at him. I got to say, I quit smiling with him. I said, man, you meeting up with Slim? He said, yeah. I said, the dude who was trying to make you a punk in prison. And he looked at me and said, nah, man, it's not like that. We cool. I said, I tell you what, bro, you too stupid. I said, if you meeting up with Slim, go meet him behind the levee by the river and knock his brains out and leave him stinking in the water. And he looked at me, he said, what you mean? I said, man, that dude was trying to make you a punk. Now you're on the street. I said, if I see him, we're going to fight. I said, if you're going to meet with him, handle your business and leave him stinking somewhere, because that's what he deserves. Because he's trying to make innocent people victims. He's a chump and a punk. And so the little dude kind of looked at me, so I walked off. So I don't know if Slim violated the little dude and got him or not. But from what I can tell, he might have. But the dude was cool. He was really a cool dude. Actually, he wound up telling me he got shipped from WCI from back then. They sent him to Angola. So, and you can he got sent to Angola, and the dude he only had like 3 years in prison. And they sent him to Angola to finish time out. So he went from WCI to Angola. So he got released from Angola. So I don't know if somebody got him in a state penitentiary in Angola. They might have. But I told the dude he should have left Slim stinking. And that's the way I felt about that. Anyway, this is a story on how for like a week I couldn't eat my food, man. I was starving. Stomach was touching my back. Probably helped me out. I need to get flushed out of my system anyway. Anyway, you never know what's going to happen in prison. And sometimes you can't always do it the way you want. Like I said, I've seen crazier things happen in the hole, in the shoe in isolation, or whatever you want to call it, where dudes throw feces on one another or dudes get into bar fighting. But that really wasn't my thing. Like I said, I was blessed. I made it through. Eventually, I was able to eat and even get swole up. But anyway, thanks for watching. Give me a like and subscribe. Let's get it.